Before we jump into the plus 20 Algethar run, I want to mention that I now have a Patreon where I offer coaching sessions for all of you Enhancement Shaman enjoyers, or just another way for you guys to support me if you want to. A lot of you guys in the community asked for it, and you can check out all of the details if you are interested using the Patreon link in the description below. Alright, let's jump into the run. Alright, so we got another key timed. In fact, it is a Algethar Academy this time, plus 20. This dungeon is usually a really hard dungeon, but it is probably easier for the DPS, which is why I don't really mind it that much. Plus, I'm kind of biased. I really love this dungeon. Probably my favorite dungeon in this entire season, gameplay-wise, and boss design-wise. Maybe not Crawth, because he fucks my shit up, but other than that, I really love this dungeon. I'm going for haste here. You should probably go for mastery if you're not already over the 68 to 70% of mastery you already have. If you're over 70%, I would honestly just go for the haste. Plus, I'm a little bit short on haste with my stats, so I just went for haste here. We cast Algethar Puzzle Box, just a usual rotation, big cooldown bloodlust rotation. My movement here wasn't like the best, and I got confused a lot of times, simply because I've been playing the game for like 5 hours straight at this point. My brain was eventually kind of mush. We timed a key before this. We almost timed a 21 Mysara Caverns, but I messed up. But then I tried this one, and we went absolutely crazy. As I said, this pull is not my best pull for Algethar Academy. Usually I could pull around 1.2 to 1.5 million DPS on AoE. But my movement is, as you can see, not really that great. Here I had a bug, by the way, that it showed me that I had 10 stacks, but I didn't, which is why I'm getting so angry in the footage. And I tried casting Chain Lightning for like 4 seconds straight. Running into the next season, maybe. Isn't there one guy? Right. So there's still that one guy incapped in the back, just so we can use it as a funnel on the boss. It's a high key strat, which most high keys do, just because of the funnel damage, right? You deal way more damage than on single target. The warrior gets clapped by the boss right here, because he just rips aggro instantly. Probably because he was focusing one of the ads and like hit cleave at the exact same time the boss got active. So unlucky, but we res him and we just go on about the fight. Usually I would wait here, but last run I died because I ripped aggro on the second intermission pull mob spawn thingy. So I'm using all of my cooldowns here when the caster mob starts and start blasting him down, using everything I have. Using Primordial Storm, as always, at the end of Doom Winds. You could use it earlier, honestly, here, while all of the mobs are alive. Definitely would have dealt more damage there, so that's a mistake on my part. So if there's a lot of mobs around you, you should get Primordial Storm out of the way as quickly as possible. And now, the mobs spawn. I won't rip aggro, because I'm not on Ascendance. Everything is going to go fine. We're going to kill the ads, and then we're just going to rinse and repeat until the boss is dead. Maybe that's the call, chat. Maybe I should always use my capacitor totem before I go fucking bonkers on the ads. Maybe then the tank gets enough time to generate threat. Right? Maybe that's a call. Ascendance is back up. We are not going to use it here. We are going to focus on the boss. Just kill it, ignore the ad. That's just saving time, right? We want to save time as much as possible. We don't use Ascendance though, because we will use it on the mini-boss right here. There's a neat little trick that you can use to keep attacking the ad, even when it's casting the massive knockback circle. Don't stand in it. You can't survive it. I tried it. A viewer of mine also tried it on a +19. You die instantly, even with the Astral Ascendance. Wait, Astral Shift up. But you can use Ascendance here. Go out of the circle. Stay just at the edge of the circle and keep attacking the ad. That way, you maximize your damage. You don't take any damage, and you're not losing any uptime on the boss. Really great way to just keep attacking as a melee spec, which most of the people can't do, right? Unless you're a caster. Then the tank tanks the boss or the mini boss perfectly on the edge of the pillars, so you melees can just hide on this little crevice right here. Some players can tank it, like the warrior and the tank. Obviously, the tank can obviously always take the knockback, but as I said, shamans cannot take it because we are very, very squishy, and I think the warrior can spell reflect it for whatever reason, so he's basically just immune to the whole mechanic, right? I have faith that you will time it. Thank you, man. I hope with the power of just bacon things, we might finally be able to time some keys again, chat. Maybe he's like the Mythic plus Jesus or some shit. Who knows? Alright, here you can use your Sundering. Always, as I said, in many occasions, always use a Sundering on cooldown. When it's big mobs like this, you can just send it without fishing for doomwinds, especially since these mobs die relatively quickly, right? And on this pack of ads, you should always use Ascendance. Now, I will explain in the video why I'm not using it. Just keep on listening and you'll know why. But if you don't get lucky, you should always use Ascendance right here, so you have it back up when the boss is up. Like, usually I would use Ascendance here, but I'm getting free Doomwinds, so it would be a waste. But now I can't use it on the next set of ads, because I won't have it back up for the boss. Well, suffering from success, I guess. That's fine. Need to lock into my druid? Alright, man. Succumb to the meta, I guess. You filthy little meta slave. Alright, now the upcoming boss, Crawth, is probably the hardest boss in this entire season for Enhancement Shamans to survive. I mean, everyone is struggling on this boss. It is a really hard boss to survive, but especially Enhancement Shamans, since we don't really have that many defensives. We only have one, right? And the interval of the Screech casts are also kind of offset with your defensive cooldowns, so you will be able to use it on this one if you would have it up, right? You should use your first defensive right here, and then you should have it back up on your third or fourth one. But I think Crawth casts the Screech every 1 minute and 45 seconds, I believe. Or like, no, not 1 minute 45 seconds. Cast it every 30 seconds, I believe, something along those lines, and it just won't align with your cooldowns at all. So you will always struggle here, always have health potions for this fight, especially if you're doing high keys, and just tell your healer that to babysit you on this fight, especially with Cocoon on Mistweaver. You should survive another wave of Screeches, but as I said, it is really, 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 really difficult for you to survive on this boss. The damage output is insane. As you can see, I got cocooned here because I don't have anything else. I put out my Earth Elemental, but as we all know, Earth Elemental does basically close to nothing. We go for Wind first, obviously. So we get all of our cooldowns back up for the Fire phase and then just rip Bloodlust. Here, make sure to pick up the haste buff ball right here. They all spawn on the edge of the arena, and then just send everything except Ascendance. Obviously, if you have it up, you should always send Ascendance on at the beginning of the fight and during the Fire phase. It perfectly aligns with the entire fight. Usually in high keys, at least. On low keys, it is something else. But like starting from like plus 16s, plus 17s, you should always have it up at the beginning of the fight and during the Fire phase where you rip Bloodlust. I can't see what's beneath his fuck-ass wings, man. Can someone just cut them off? Like, genuinely just clip his wings. Now, this fight is basically a rinse and repeat until the Fire phase where shit gets serious, actually. I get cocooned once again because I don't have anything. Healer knows that I need some babysitting. Shamans need a lot of babysitting this season. I don't know if it's like an enhancement shaman thing. I don't know how many defensives a elemental shaman has, but it is really tough out here. Now, you pop your Algethar puzzle box, you rip everything, you pop Bloodlust, and then you start blasting the boss. During the Fire phase, the boss constantly pulls his damage, so the bird has to die as quickly as possible. If 3 Screeches go through, you can be sure that you're dead. So we get 1 Screech right here. Don't have anything, need to get babysit. I think I survived this one by using my potion. Just barely. What does that bell mean from the Mistweaver when it's above my... No, this is not the Screech yet. But if you ever get low here, you should always keep your health pot ready for this situation. So you can survive another wave. You can basically see your health pot as another defensive. Another option is to play Dwarf, use your ratio and get a 10% damage reduction. Helps a little bit, but honestly, I don't even think that damage profile is physical, so I'm not quite sure if that works. But I'm a troll, so didn't work right there. My girlfriend unfortunately doesn't like the game, but I unfortunately couldn't get her to like the game yet. One day though, one day I'm gonna bench to get it done. Yo, Fungi Forest, how you doing? How's your keys been? Alright, now we do a combined pull with the Vicious Ravager and these packs of casters and corrupted Mana Fiends, I think they're called. Always kick 1 Mana Fiend. Make sure that the cast doesn't go through. The focus down the Ravager, kill it as fast as possible because this guy deals the most damage and is the most annoying. And just... You can also use your Capacitor Totem here as much as you can. On AoE pulls, you should probably use it on cooldown, honestly. And effectively also use a macro that yells out that the mobs are gonna get stunned soon. I still have to do that. I keep forgetting it. But basically make it macro that casts Capacitor Totem and yells stun incoming or something along those lines. So your group knows that you place down the totem and the mobs are gonna get stunned, so they don't waste any big CC for kicking the casts. Just helps all your teammates, right? And gives them information, since they won't see whenever you put down the totem, right? I don't even see the totem on the floor, ever. I wouldn't know that I pressed it if I didn't. I wouldn't know that I put it down if I didn't like manually press it myself, right? We do another combined pull with the Vicious Ravager, and basically exact same pull. Make sure to always kick the Corrupted Spell Mana Fiend, as always. Make sure to lock it down. Stun as much as you can. Don't save your Ascendancy here. Just rip it. Use it as much as you can on cooldown. And just blow the Ravager up as quickly as possible. I mean, looks good so far. This is the farthest we've gotten without dying, or at least it's the least amount of deaths right now. Just hope it's enough. The tank almost dies here. Fortunately, he gets healed back up again. If he died here, the key would have been over. Unfortunately, when the tank dies, it's over. In fact, you should probably save your capacitor totem for situations like this, where the unruly textbooks start casting all at once. That way you just kick all of the casts and they won't recast it again for the next few seconds. Another way of kicking the entire pack of ads, right? You should still focus down one Corrupted Mana Fiend. Kick it every time you can. We got the Lucky Doomwinds here also, so we just blast absolute high damage. This entire group was really strong, by the way. The damage profile is really, really great, and it still was kind of tight at the end, and you're gonna see why towards the end with the Arcane Eco Knights, because they on high keys really, really hurt, especially if you don't have defensives, right? Okay. The king said it's the run. This is the run, right? So it has to be. And then we got Just Bacon things saying that he's believing in me. So we basically got Jesus and God in my chat right now saying that we will time this key. Now we pull the Arcane Foragers with the boss just for, once again, funnel damage. As I said on the first boss, funnel damage is always better than single target damage. If you can, always get your tank to pull extra mobs into the boss if your healer can manage it, just to have more funnel damage. We don't run out here with the circles. We just stack kind of together in the middle and put them next to each other. And the tank moves the boss around, right? Usually on low keys, you just move to the side, lose a bit of damage, and go on about your day. But here we stack together, we place the puddles into the middle and just keep the damage uptime up on the boss. We don't lose anything here. We are full melee, so if we moved out, we would lose all of the damage we have and just waste a lot of time, right? Now these puddles also eventually start hurting you. The pop of the circles really, really do massive damage. So if you need to, you should always press your defensive. In this case, Earth Elemental is actually kind of good. So it deals a ton of damage, but with the Earth Elemental, you just get 15% more HP. So another way of surviving, really. This is one of the rare cases where I say that Earth Elemental is really helpful, but not really perfect, right? I would honestly really sacrifice Earth Elemental for another stack of Astral Shift, but that's just me. Now, my defensive is up here. I didn't press it, should have pressed it, obviously, but I just didn't see it in the heat of battle, right? but I am gonna press it on the next set of pools or puddles, right? I'm gonna press it right here so I take less damage. Unfortunately, my healer also cocoons me. Kind of a waste, but it's alright. I pop Ascendance again with Algethar Puzzle Box, blast the boss down, deal massive damage on single target, which is honestly really unusual for Enhancement Shaman, as most of you guys have said, but if you play it right, if you play it correctly, you deal tons of damage even on single target. We should still be fine. Oh, I didn't get it. Wow. First set of puddles that I didn't have to soak. Okay. John Blizzard is hearing me, hearing my prayers. We get really lucky with Doomwinds towards the end, so we just blow the boss up, finish it off, soak a few puddles. Usually the DK and the warrior should take the little orbs, because you don't really have magic mitigation unless you press Astral Shift, of course. But DK can easily take on like 3 orbs at once by just simply pressing Anti-Magic Shield and just running through them all. Here on this pull, you will probably not deal any damage anymore because you are completely tapped, you don't have anything, and everyone else probably has all of the cooldowns up. So unless you proc a Lucky Doomwinds, you probably won't be dealing that much damage right here, right? But it's just like every other pull with the Corrupted Mana Fiends. Just focus one down, keep his casts kicked, put down your Capacitor Totem whenever you can, and just blow up the entire pack, right? Make sure to press defensives if you ever get low, and just move on to the final part of the dungeon. Bloodlust, that was fine. We can do that. Go normal pull. Okay. You got it, boss. Here on this pull, you should probably assign 2 people on each of these Spectral Invokers to kick them down. Just so they don't cast anything. Move away from the Echo Knight circle spinning guy. You can feel free to press Ascendance on this pull, by the way. You will have it back up on the boss, because the last 2 packs of Echo Knights will take a while to die, since they are really, really tanky, especially on a +20. If you don't have kicks, just make sure that the DK just pulls them towards you and gets them out of the spinning circle thing. I would also not recommend you to press defensives here on the Arcane Smashes, because you will need them on the pulls with 2 or 3 Arcane Echo Knights. Because if you press defensives right here, you won't have it back up for this pull and the next 2 guys that are standing in front of the door, right? And if you don't have defensives there, you are most likely dead, right? There's even a high chance that you might die with defensives up if all 3 start casting Arcane Smash all at once, which is why the tank right here delayed the pull on the Echo Knights by waiting for the one guy to start casting the Arcane Smash and then putting them into the other 2. And right here, you should press your defensive so you can survive the double Arcane Smash cast and just kill one Echo Knight as quickly as possible. Just focus one down so you just don't have to deal with 3 Arcane Smashes at once. Always make sure to kick the Invoker whenever you have a kick up. You are most likely going to be the only ranged kick in the group, unless you have a cast in your team. If you don't have a kick, just ping your DK to pull it, and just make sure that also dies. Then focus down one Eco Knight at once. Don't like switch around. Just make sure your team focuses down one Eco Knight. We are focusing down whatever has the blue rectangle on it. So we're focusing down this guy. Feel free to use your Earth Elemental here too. Whenever you have it up, it might save you, but I wouldn't count on it, right? Alright, and at this point, you are pretty much safe. There's nothing that can realistically kill you anymore, unless you run into the orbs of the boss and maybe position them a wrong way. But we once again use the Echo Knight as a funnel, just a little funnel, nothing big. And rip Bloodlust, pull every single cooldown you have, and just blow the boss up as quickly as possible. Here I didn't cast Voltaic Blaze at the beginning of the fight, which was a minor damage loss. If you ever are in a situation where you don't have Voltaic Blaze up / Flame Shock up, it is completely fine. Flame Shock doesn't really deal a lot of damage, especially on Stormbringer. So if it's ever not up, but you have like a Doomwind's window, or you're in your Ascendance, just ignore it. Put it back up when you're out of that massive damage window. Make sure to position the circles that spawn away from the path you're going to. So I put it onto that pillar where we're moving away from, to basically make it easier for the entire during the entire fight to dodge these orbs. If you didn't know, the orbs also despawn, I think 1 minute and 45 seconds into the fight, or whenever after they spawn, right? These orbs on the right, you can see right here, will despawn in around, I think, 15 seconds. And just have that timer in the back of your mind whenever you are placing the circles like that. See, as you can see, the orb despawned at 1 minute and 30 seconds. Just really great info to know. These won't stay permanently. And just focus on the boss and make sure to dodge the orbs, dodge the circles, and make sure to position the puddles right. And that's basically the entire fight here. You don't need to press any defensives, probably, unless you get targeted by multiple circle thingies at once. But other than that, you don't really need to press any defensives right here. Really easy boss fight for you as a DPS. Really easy boss fight to survive if you know how to handle the orbs anyway. So I swear to God, if I was like 40 with like heart problems, I would be dead by now. Like, my heart is beating really fast. I am really nervous. I am really fucking nervous. Wait, huh? The orb didn't hit me? Why are we going back here? Oh, he's placing the orb. Player. Absolute fucking super chat. Yeah, bomb on me. Fuck off. Debuff on me. Great. Surely nothing can go wrong anymore, right? Finish it! Finish it! And that is pretty much the entire dungeon. I sat on this dungeon for like 2 weeks now. I haven't timed a single key, and I timed 2 yesterday. The other one you will probably get to see tomorrow or the day after. Just make sure to subscribe as I mentioned at the beginning of the video, if you want me to go over your gameplay and like basically do a coaching session with you guys, check out my Patreon, and I will see you on the next one.